How's it going, y'all? Rowdy Riles back with another rundown. It's a day early because if you read the description, me and my girlfriend are going to be going to play Magic at our local game store tomorrow. And I decided, you know what, since I'm doing this early, it's kind of like a special event. We're going to bring in a mystery guest. So with all of that, well, mystery in quotation marks. So we're going to bring out our guest. Everyone, put your hands together for Maximilian Tucker. And here we go. Hold on one second. Soak it in, soak it in.
Feels good.
Wow. Big reception for you, Max. How's it going?
It's always gravy when you got biscuits in the oven.
True.
Does that make any sense? I don't know.
It makes sense to someone, and that's all that matters.
I usually find that if you just throw biscuits and gravy and any kind of statement down in the South and smile when you say it, that usually means it's a good thing. So
it's all biscuits and gravy, baby.
You got biscuits and gravy in the fly trap. Wow. Yeah, just.
We got Kaiju Kitty in the house.
Kaiju Kitty.
Virgo Cool checking in. We had some people here waiting for us already. Max, well, they're waiting for me. They didn't know who else was coming. We got Shane from Same Time Toys. What's up, Shane? And then, of course, we have CJ, titular heroine. How's it going, girl? All right, Max, we're going to start. Tell us about you a little bit. Tell us about who you are, what you do on YouTube. The good stuff.
Hi. What do you want to know? Hey, listen, I'm an open book. I've been a public figure for 30 years.
So, well, Talib's here, so hi, Talib.
Hey, the man, the myth, the legend in the house.
Yeah, your co-host on Figure Fight Club.
One of them. That is, I run, I'm Maximilian Tucker, and I have a little show on Thursdays called Insert Name Here. And other than that, I do a little something here and there on Tuesdays and Fridays. You've never heard of it, a Figure Fight House or something like that.
Just a small little channel.
They're growing, one or two subs, and they're gonna get there though. It's yeah, Figure Fight Club. I got I don't know how I got conned into being a code host. Probably because Talib just doesn't know what he's doing. So I just got to take his hand and guide him through all this.
Through all the technical stuff, I mean, you helped me yesterday. My stream seems to be working well, so you know more than I do.
Hey, listen, I ran I did radio for a while. And did a lot of production work. So getting into this streaming setup and everything, I wanted to make sure that if I was going to do it, I was going to do it right. So, and you got to look good and you need to sound good. Other than that, once you get those two equations out, then it's just you. So if your station still sucks, then that means it's you. So obviously the problem is me. So
no. Oh no. All right. Well, tell us something about that. Start with, how you started in broadcast, where you broadcasted from, all that kind of stuff. Let's get into it.
You want to know how I got started in broadcasting?
Yeah. Why not?
All right. So truck stops used to sell these little pills, which were basically I don't know what. So a buddy of mine worked at a radio station, and he called me up, and he was like, "Hey, go to the truck stop, bring me 2 Dr. Peppers and a bottle of Stay Up All Night pills." I was like, "Okay." And I showed up there, and he was like, "Here, you could bullshit for more than 5 minutes and not sound completely stupid. Do this. I'm gonna go and take a deuce." And I got hired the next day.
Oh, there you go.
And then he quit the day after. And then he quit the day after that. So I was the only DJ at AM 1210 KGYN, Voice of the High Plains.
Oh wow.
And which was the first 10,000 watt fully automated radio station. I mean, this place went back to 1920s. The history of it's
Wow.
amazing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then Clear Channel Communications took over, and I said, "Screw you, corporate dogs! I don't work for you." And
like a true rebel.
yeah, so then I worked for. I did a lot of production work for Rock 100 The Cat in Oklahoma City. So you probably, if you hear anything with Sunday live at the state fairgrounds, it's probably still me because I'm pretty sure they're still using that sound bit.
That's crazy. So you got your own little piece of that radio station still going on. That's crazy. Well, I'm going to stop you real quick because we have a new channel member, Kyle, Action Figure Addict 112. Thank you very much. We're going to get some questions here for you.
Why?
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
Thank you very much for becoming a channel member. Now you get to watch me interview Dave from Displaying Model Behavior on May 31st, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So make sure you come in for that, Kyle. All right, back to Max. Thank you very much for becoming a channel member. We definitely, oh, there's more chats. We definitely appreciate it. So
Stay hydrated, my friends.
you have a couple of things on your arms and stuff. I do as well. Little things called tattoos. We can't really talk to Max without talking about tattoos. So let's touch base with that. Talk about that part of what you did. And you've done so many different things. It's one reason why I want to have you on here, because you've just done so much.
Yeah, I grew up in a very small town and was constantly in trouble. Always. And if I wasn't in trouble, I usually got blamed for it because, that Tucker kid. It was I was an easy scapegoat because I'd just be like, yeah, I did that, whatever. But I needed to get out of that small town and see the world. So at about 18, 17 actually, packed a backpack at about 2 a.m, stole a pickup off my parents' car lot, and took off.
Wow. That is one way to start a new life.
They were unimpressed with the first part of that, but so I just tried to get as much. It's kind of like when you get somebody new into toys and all of a sudden they've got to have every piece of that. It's like, I love this, I got to get it. That's how I was with life. I got to get a little bit of everything as fast as I can. I got to get it all in this. And some say his head grew 3 sizes that day.
I will say you're very knowledgeable in the world.
Yeah, a hat. It's got to fit all this noggin.
Where did you get it from? AFA wants to know.
This one is Egyptian. The one I've got, my retired one, is right there, from about 1940s. It's probably Turkish. The only good place to get a fez is either Egypt or Turkey. So
clearly,
nobody else.
You have very nice fezzes,
right? And even this one, I've got to do some work on. Somebody you don't put pleather on a hat.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like it. It seems right. And that's okay. We still appreciate it because we lost a couple. And you know what? Any renewal is a good renewal. Okay, back to the tattoos. So you stole a truck. You were driving, putting miles between you and your house.
That's what you took from that story. Is Max stole a truck.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, you stole a truck. You went. So how did you get from there to tattooing?
Well, I because I took that truck, I kind of left country for a few years. Basically, just for about 4.5 years of my life, I just lived wherever I could, however I could. And one of the places where the where, when, and how was gambling in a pub in Liverpool. and I lost money I didn't have. And I was very lucky that the guy who I lost the money to decided I was going to work it off, and he owned a piercing studio in Liverpool and a little shitty tattoo shop in London. So he sent me down. This old guy named Linus Nopelman. He taught me how to tattoo. Not well, but it was early. Listen, it was early 90s in London. Good tattoos didn't sell.
Hard to come by.
Yeah, I still had I got the same mohawk that I had then. It was definitely the London punk scene, and I was all about it. And
awesome. Skinny jeans, spikes, hair spiked up. Did you do it?
Listen, I in my best days I could not pull off skinny jeans. But I was all about me some Jinkos. So
I remember those.
Man, listen, seriously, I don't know. The Scottish had it right all along. Everybody should wear a skirt. Everybody. You get the breeze. It keeps things fresh and cool. Louisiana got a little thing down here we call swamp ass, and it migrates. So listen, I did good in a kilt. I gotten more than a few fights with it.
Oh wow!
Hell yeah, beans. Heinz is the way. Think they just make ketchup? No. Beans with breakfast. That's all the protein you need. There are other ways to get that protein, but beans are the preferred method.
Said Shane wrestles in a skirt, so yeah, you can fight in a skirt. I'm telling you, I wouldn't want to, but I could definitely fight in a skirt.
Listen, I'm thinking about maybe even like a lot of the Arab nations where they just got the shirt and the skirt. It's a time saver.
It's breezy.
One thing, you just put it all on. You got your skirt and a shirt all in one. It's a kilt unitard thing. I got the fez. I might as well just go all out. Yeah, kilts are the way.
Cool. Very cool. Well, I'm Scotch Irish, like almost 100%. So I've never worn a kilt though.
You burn in the sun and you're a cheap drunk. I got you.
Well, I have a little bit of Puerto Rican, so I get red and then I get really dark. I get tan, fortunately.
Well, I am Creek Seminole, and I'm telling you, the only reason I am as a Canaan white right now is because I just have not been out in the sun in like 4 years, as my doctor keeps telling me I need some more vitamin D.
Gotcha. Well, so where is that? Elaborate on that. Where your ethnicity and you said you Creole, is that from Louisiana or
no? My family Seminole Indian is
Seminole. Okay, sorry.
upper Florida, and Creek is lower Alabama. So we're swamp. We're frog eaters. We buried our dead in the swamp. That was we've always been swampy.
They made a show called Swamp People, but I don't think it was about y'all.
Oh man, listen, that show is so fake. You know that guy who the shoot him. That dude owns a chain of grocery stores. He ain't no more like backwoods than I'm more backwoods than him.
Thinking the Cajun accent and stuff.
Hey, listen, Justin Wilson's the most famous Cajun chef there was from New Jersey.
Well, I hope that Gambit is actually Cajun, because I don't want to be lied to like that.
Hey, listen, that you can't Gambit 100%. That's the real deal right there.
There you go.
I live currently in one of my favorite places in the U.S., which is Natchitoches, Louisiana. And Natchitoches, Louisiana was the trifecta of meeting places between the Spanish, the French, and the English. And then you had the Nakatosh Indians and the Caddo tribes that were out here. So you just had to trade with the Caddo and the Nakatosh, you had to be tattooed. And the Spanish and the French and the English, no matter what their beef was at the time, they came together at this little spot illegally, I might add, and traded. So, man, I got to I got a little weight gain. 4.5 years sitting in a chair. When I get down about another 80 pounds, I promise you will never get me out of a kilt. Because I mean, I don't own a single pair of pants.
Well, there's your answer.
Yeah.
As soon as he feels like it's kilt time, it's kilt time 100% of the time. So you started the tattooing in England, and where did that take you?
Went back to Canada, got deported, just started tattooing where I could, worked in New York City for a while, worked Dallas a little bit, back in the Pantera and the fancy days of Deep Ellum.
Steinberg.
Oh yeah. Listen, I got more than a few stories. So, but I can't tell.
Well, I'd love to hear them.
These are good folk. I'm not gonna. It hung out in Myrtle Beach. Excuse me. I apologize. It just all over. I just wherever it could take me. And then just started working in Oklahoma City right after they removed the ban on tattooing. And,
There was a ban?
Oh, Oklahoma was the last state in 2003 to legalize tattooing in the U.S.
Wow, that's crazy. What's up, Judge Justin? Justin. And Skelly, how's it going? And Samuel, we got more people popping in. How's it going, y'all?
I am Skelly worthy.
Yeah, of course you are, Max. I wouldn't have you on my channel if you weren't Skelly worthy.
Man, I am honored.
You're a very popular dude. I'm
very popular.
And if anyone watching this later, replay or whatever, is not subscribed to Max, his link is in the description. So it wasn't really a mystery. The thumbnail was a dead giveaway that Max was going to be here. I was just being cheeky. So.
Oh.
And now you don't tattoo anymore. So would you care to elaborate on that?
So actually about 1 year ago to the day, I had a blackout seizure. I was working on a Lord of the Rings tattoo.
Oh, wow.
And I was doing a great Helm of Rohirrim.
Oh, that's so cool. I love Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, and I took a little break. I'd been working on his forearm for about an hour, and I looked up at the monitor, and I thought in my mind, I said, something's not right. And what I actually said was, and then face first into the floor. Blacked out for long enough for the ambulance to get there, get my fat ass off the floor onto a stretcher, and halfway rolling out the door. So about 20 minutes. And pretty much about the only reason I think I'm alive today is because the guy I was tattooing was a PhD in veterinary science. So he, kind of knew a little bit about, big fat bears and how to keep them alive. Yeah. It's either that YouTuber. There's a couple of us. The Fez is everywhere.
Fez are cool. Bow ties are cool too.
So it turns out, after I just finished spending about 2 years in a chair because both knees blew out and the pain was unimaginable. Just a bunch of really bad shit. and was just getting back into working and everything. Got my art studio set up, tattooing. I was back going the way I was. Had just closed down my Nakatosh tattoo company, which was my shop for 13 years to the day, and was just kind of getting things rolling again. And then I have this seizure. Come to find out, I have what's called OPLL, which is where the tendons and ligaments, or the ligaments in your spinal column, begin to calcify and turn to bone.
Oh, wow.
And it's progressed enough that it was cutting off. It was basically cutting off everything from about here down with my spinal cord, which is why my knees went out, which is why I couldn't walk, had dizziness, developed adult epilepsy.
Wow. That's a lot.
So they basically cut my head off. That affected here. You want to?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So 8-hour surgery. They cut off the whole back of my spine and replaced it with Terminator parts.
So what you're saying is you're a cyborg.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that about you. Maximilian's a cyborg.
I got the parts. I no longer do I have to explain uncomfortable reasons why the metal detector went off. I can now just say it's my neck.
Oh, it's the 15 knives in my pocket. I'm sorry. We'll take a pause really quick because we have a new channel member, Justin Collects. Thank you very much for becoming a channel member. Let me see here.
Pork chop sandwiches. Oh shit! Get the fuck out of here! What are you doing? Go! Get the fuck out of here, you stupid idiot! Fuck, we're all dead! Get the fuck out!
We're all dead. Get the fuck out!
Don't panic. It was just a super chat. It was just a channel membership. Thank you very much, Justin Collects.
Pork chop sandwiches. Listen, when those first came out, I'm pretty sure that snot and pee left my body at the same time.
I grew up on that shit. It's the only reason I like G.I. Joe. Only reason.
Really? The PSAs? That's what won you over?
I saw the movie, and it was kind of traumatizing when I was a kid. I rented it from Blockbuster. Throwback. 90s kid here. And I saw that, and I was like, yo, besides the opening Cobra, that shit slapped. But it was a pretty dark movie. So that was my only experience with G.I. Joe. And then those came out on E-Bomb's World, and I was like, yo, this is my shit.
I'm still upset. We very nearly had a Zorana topless scene in G.I. Joe the movie.
I heard that the other day from someone.
There are, if you Google it, Google image search, kids. Don't tell your parents. You can get some of the sketch drawings, and they're out there. So,
I'm sure they're expensive. There's a lot of gooners on the internet, so I'm sure they're expensive.
Hey, I got to do my part. Gooner
so
Nation,
back to being a cyborg. So because you're a cyborg, you can't tattoo anymore. So
no, the reason I can't tattoo anymore is the vibration from the machine. Whatever is doing the epilepsy thing, it sets it off. If I hold a machine, and then listen, I've held them coil and rotary machines for 30 years, and I mean it the only thing that makes you stronger is Wheaties. I mean but the vibration and the bending and everything, it's why I get a laugh when these kids are like, I want to be a tattooer when I grow up. I'm like, you are a fucking moron. The shit kills you. It does. Normally, a lot of tattooers back in the day before modern science were dead in their 50s, my age, from stroke because of chemicals, the cleaning chemicals, the posture, the bad eating. It's now you've got I don't know what's keeping us alive, honestly. Hatred and bitterness, maybe. But,
Powered by hate. Keep you alive.
Have you met tattooers?
I have a few.
I know you got a couple. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Hatred and bitterness. That's all that keeps us going. Avengers, Wheaties.
And energy drinks. And sometimes drugs.
You need to listen. I'm going to tell you something though. This is one of those things. What is it? What's your line? I may not be right, but
I'm not always right, but I'm never wrong.
Yeah. Well, I don't know that this is true, but I believe it. I think some of those energy drinks is what done this shit to me. Because I used to have a Monster. I'd drink the non-carbonated. I haven't had a soda in like 15 years. But I would drink the non-carbonated every day. And
oh, wow. I mean, I drink Monster every day. I know it's not good for me. I'm only 34 though.
Yeah. Well, can I have your shit when you go?
Well, whatever my girlfriend can't sell, yeah, you can take the rest.
Just highest on a 20-sided roll. We'll split it up.
Yeah, there you go.
Just roll 4. I ain't getting nothing. Speaking of not getting nothing.
Oh, so you got the 2-pack that I didn't get anymore.
Man, I've had that for like a year. It's been sitting in the back room.
How much was it when it came out? Was it $49.99 or was it $54?
Was this was Night Force? This was Walmart.
It was an exclusive. Yeah, it was an exclusive.
Yeah. Was it 49? I think it was 49.
It was $54.99 when I ordered it, but
you tell her, Kaiju. Tell her they're terrible.
But it's my.
We want Rowdy for the future. Our kids need to know about Rowdy.
Well, that's the good thing about having a YouTube channel is it'll always be there, hopefully, if I don't mess it up. I had to get rid of some copyright strikes on my videos today for some reason. I think it's because Fantastic Four is coming out. My Galactus video, they ping those Earth's Mightiest Heroes clips, and those never get copyright. But
well, at least now we know we're getting a real Galactus.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's another one coming. I'm sure they'll have one for the movie, and then they'll do maybe one like the not HasLab, but like the Sentinel pre-order one. You know, the X-Men 97 Sentinel, and
forget. Oh, good.
No, you're good. You're good. I couldn't even think of the other thing.
I can't even express the disappointment that I had when that the Fantastic Four that had. What was her sexy ass's name?
Jessica Alba?
Yes, Jessica Alba. Thank you, world. And the Galactus was just this cloud with this
cloud.
It was like
How scary. How scary a cloud. Wow,
we might get quarter-size hail. No.
I like those older Fantastic Four movies because I was like 12 when they came out, but they're really dumb. They're fine. They're just really dumb.
Listen, I'm excited. You want a guilty pleasure? Go watch that released Fantastic Four that is just straight 1970s Captain America, Spider-Man. It's so fantastic. I love it. It's so bad.
Yeah, that sounds terrible. But I love things that are bad, and I think that they're good because they're bad. So,
what you're getting? Wait, you're getting an espresso machine?
I guess I am now. Hold on 1 second.
$1 million.
Thank you so much, Kelly. I'm going to give you one more for that. We really appreciate it. And by we, I mean me and my girlfriend. So
the flight meat's back on the menu, boys.
Like I said, I love Lord of the Rings. I got to use that one. Thank you so much, Skelly. You're a sweetheart. I appreciate that. You didn't have to do that, but we appreciate you.
Get you some proper Warhammer orcs.
Warhammer.
Yeah.
So we were talking about toys for a second. So let's talk about the toys that got you where you are now from when you were a kid. Like, what was that toy that was like, hey, I really like this. I'm going to keep doing this forever.
That one toy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen, I carried around the original Zartan, 3 3/4 GI Joe Zartan, that I had from when I was a kid. I had one that I bought. It came with the little chameleon rider, had a little box you could dismantle the motorcycle or the swamp skier. But I had that Zartan with me almost everywhere I traveled. That
It changed colors, right?
yeah,
If you put it in the photo, yeah.
So did the Master Disguise, but instead of when it gets hot, it's when it gets cold. And I keep my house at about 70 degrees. So I got him up in the case right now. He's blue as fuck.
That's funny. So G.I. Joe was that little gateway drug into adult collecting as a child for you?
No, it's my parents. No,
It's your parents,
100%
okay.
my parents. My parents were both antiquity dealers. My mom still is. I still am in a way. I've got so much shit. I live like a fucking hoarder. I need help. Help, please, somebody.
I think we all do, at least a little bit as toy collectors. I'm trying to reel it back a little bit because, you know, these are crazy times we're living in. So,
Say that again.
yeah.
I have culled the herd quite a bit. And unfortunately now started my daughter on that same path because all the shit I got rid of, she was like, I want that. So I was like, oh, well, okay.
It's genetic.
Oh, really? You got to, at least she picked like the $600 first edition, you know, Masterpiece Megatron.
Oh, wow. Expensive taste.
You got good taste. And I was the same way. You know, my parents didn't want kids, I don't think. So it was toys and television raised me. And it was like, the little shit, his diaper's not dirty and he's crying. Give him the toy.
What's going on? Feelings?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Gross.
Feelings. Yeah. I can't go there. Anyway, if you want context for what I'm laughing about, watch my episode from last Thursday. And
go check out all of Max's lives. Go watch the replays. Get in some watch hours. They're all fun, I promise. I even show up in a couple of those go to sleeps. So
go to bed. Go to bed.
I'm sorry.
Should I change it to go to sleep? Is that better?
No.
Maybe.
No, go to bed's fine.
I think we're gonna do one tonight after it is the go to bed, which is the after show of all your favorite after shows.
It's everyone's favorite. I love it. I've been falling asleep way too early to hit them because of my new job. So, but I do try to watch the replays and comment and all that stuff. It sucks. It sucks.
Don't bring responsibility into this shit. Nobody wants to hear about your.
I'm sorry for being a responsible adult. What's the mystery of Max? Seems pretty straightforward to me. No, the mystery was who was going to be here. Y'all had no idea Max was going to show up. It was a complete mystery. There was no hints. It was just, it could be anyone.
You guys don't want you want to know the secret, Cap? I'm always angry. I hold back. I tattooed for 30 years. Y'all think you getting all of Max? No, you're getting the sweet sugar coated. That's nice, old man. Okay, boomer.
No, you're not a boomer.
Yeah,
boomer. You're Gen X. You're Gen X.
I'm the son of boomer.
Yeah, there you go. Son of boomer.
Yeah.
Coming to theaters this summer.
You know what? I think we get a script together, and I know some.
He just ate his parents and is like, "God, I'm sorry for them. I'm sorry. I apologize." It's like every scene of the movie. They're not usually like this. They are
all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, My parents were antique collectors. My mom was a nightmarishly good garage sailor. So if I didn't get a toy brand new, we found it at a garage sale, or we had a thing in my town where you just, somebody had the toy you want, and you just go over and steal it because that kid was going to be playing at your house next week, and he'd just steal it back or steal something of yours. And it's like, no, I'm not going to trade you this toy, but if you can get it off my hands, then,
out of my cold dead hands, then you can have it back. I remember I had a little Raticate Pokemon figurine, and I let a kid fucking play with it. And I asked him for it at the end of recess. And this was a kid that nobody trusted or liked anyway, but I was trying to be nice. And he was like, oh, I don't know. I was playing in the sandbox and they can't find it anymore. Now, I'll bet what happened was he went home and he took it and he showed his parents and they asked him where he got it and they made him take it back, because the next day he's like, oh, I was in the sandbox and I found this. Here you go. The paint was all scratched up. It looked like it had been through hell. And I was like, my Raticate. Because that was my first Pokemon card. I was attached to that little toy. So it sucked. But that's how kids are.
Yeah, that's...
Did you see what Talib said?
What?
Did you see what Talib said? He said he's going to fall asleep.
Yeah. That's live on air. I honestly, between Abi, Talib, and myself, how one of us or all three of us at the same time have not just totally live on air.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know how.
There's been a couple of the Tuesday nights where I was on the whole time and I started fading fast. I was like, I'm here.
Robert,
I'm awake.
You watching. Shut the fuck up.
So what's your guilty pleasure nowadays? I have an inkling that it's kind of Action Force related. Like, is that?
I like. I have after DFW. I will have. I've got two figures that I'm short of having a complete current collection of G.I. Joe Classified.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
I've got to get my 00 Snake Eyes, and I need my Regal variant Cobra Commander.
Both very hard to find that aren't knockoffs.
Yeah, tell me about it. And I've been hurt before.
Oh, I can imagine.
I would have those. Those are my two Grail finds for DFW. I mean, I could order them today, but I want to go and meet some people.
Manifest it. Manifest it. Exactly. Like I manifested my Morbius win. Just be like, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna find these here for a decent price, and I'm gonna snag them and be calm. Just gotta manifest that.
I've never been more jealous and more happy of somebody winning a figure than you taking home that Morbius.
I was so happy. I was like, what the fuck?
That was
how? I thought it was rigged. I was like, no way.
It was legit. That's the universe. That's the way the universe should work. Maybe we're finally course correcting from the Harambe timeline. That's
where it all went wrong. That's where it all went wrong. Rest in peace, Harambe.
Harambe.
Pouring out for him.
But I've got my classifieds. I could have done the hunt, and I really like the 4-inch Cobra line. Some of the vintage stuff, but I've had those. I like these, and it's good or bad. I'm not happy with some of them. Hasbro, I've definitely, as a company, I've got more than a few reasons to complain. And as much money as I've spent with them,
we're allowed to complain. We're allowed.
Yeah. But Action Force is something else entirely. I like the line, and this might, to some, be an unpopular opinion, but I like its creator even more. Mostly because I can read between the lines as what he's saying when he's describing things and the way he talks and his vernaculars and what he's saying because I'm a creator and I've been through the classical art training that he's had. And in
He's a
fact,
very smart guy.
there was a point where we almost went to the same trade school, the Joe Herbert School of Cartoon and Graphic Design.
Oh, wow.
Because I was going to do comic books at one point, and if I would have listened to, I'm having a brain moment.
It happens.
But I love Action Force, and I will collect it. But Bobby Valla is somebody who and I, of course, I'm a grown man. I don't agree with everything he says or how he says it, but I like the breakdown, and he's a rare pearl in an oyster farm of shit, because nobody from Hasbro is going to break down toy lines. They're not allowed to. Nobody from other lines. He is somebody who comes out there, breaks down the process, the art behind it, the way things are built, and goes through. He tells it all. He doesn't know how to hold back, and maybe he should, because when you take the mystery, when the magician shows you the trick, it's no longer magical.
But it's needed. It's needed right now. The transparency is definitely needed. And Skelly said she almost went to that school, so that's really cool. It's a small world.
Yeah, the Joe Herbert. We're trying to set up my daughter right now, and to go. So she's working towards that goal. And
Awesome.
it was one of the former editors of Marvel Comics. I know his name like the back of my hand. He had me set up. I was going to intern at Marvel after the
I think I remember hearing you talk about that on one of your streams, which is really cool. You've had such a crazy life. That's crazy.
Do you know, it's shit, and I hear this so much. Shit just happens to me. I could be you could put me down. No, it wasn't Herbert Talib. It was Green. Right before Jim Shooter, he ran Marvel Comics. I cannot for the life of me. I knew this man forever, and I can't tell you today. Quit drinking energy drinks. This is what it does to you.
Well, think for 2 seconds, because we got another super chat from Stu, who's awesome, and he said 2 for 2 stupendous souls. Thank you very much, Stu. We are going to give you a super chat really quick.
Keep mashing those potatoes.
I gotta get some more.
There's too much fucking shit on me. I can't breathe.
Thank you very much. It's from I Think You Should Leave.
I got to watch that show.
Yeah, it's so good. Here's
clip
another
you
clip.
have played has just
I'll play the one that you're thinking of.
What the fuck? What the fuck? You're relieved you don't have to go to work because you thought you were going to get eaten? What the fuck is this world? What have they done to us? What did they do to us?
That was the most consequential day of my life because now I don't like my work.
I love that show so much. And the best thing is there's a movie coming out with him and Paul Rudd called Friendship. Yeah, and it's apparently it's like just extended bits from that show, but darker and way worse because it's a movie. So I'm so excited for that.
Listen, you had me at Ant-Man.
Thank you very much, Stu. I hope everybody gets a laugh out of those because I just put them on because I will fucking crack up every time. I can't help it. Oh man. But you're a big Larry Hama fan, right?
Oh yes.
And let's talk about Larry Hama because I don't know a whole lot about. I know that he's the biggest like influence of GI Joe as far as the canon and you know taking it darker places and all that stuff. But I don't know a whole lot. So let's talk about that.
Larry Hama, you know, when he, a lot of people grew up with the cartoons, and the cartoons were definitely kid based. Nobody got shot. They didn't shoot real bullets. It was all, you know, red and blues, lasers. There was always the PSA at the end of, you know, that you've grown to love.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
you know, knowing is half the battle and violence is the other half.
Yeah. But nobody dies from the violence. Nobody ever.
Well, and nobody did in the comics until Saw
until they did. Until they did.
Yeah. I mean, they had a kill
care of them.
Right above the main title of the comic front page. It was like it had a kill count for like 3 or 4 issues. It was fed. I was the first comic I fell into it. The first comic book I ever bought in my life was issue 49 of G.I. Joe's. It had a Destro, a real American hero. It had Destro and Dr. Mindbender carrying a mummy out of some sarcophagus, and they were creating the Serpentor. And Larry Hama was about the time where the cartoon was going with Cobra, la, 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 la. And Larry Hama was like, "That's some ignorant shit. I ain't putting it in my comic."
Fuck that. What the fuck? What the fuck?
That is stupid. He's like, "I ain't doing it." He says, "I got my own take." He hated Serpentor. And right after the spoiler alert, the first Cobra Civil War on Cobra Island, Zartan put an arrow between his eyes. So yeah, it was fantastic.
That's funny.
Had Baroness strapped to the hood of a Hiss, you know, at
what the heck?
yeah, oh Baroness.
Was that during Marvel publishing or?
Yep.
Okay, so that might be on Marvel Universe. I might have to check that shit out.
And if you've got a good ad blocker and good virus protection, read comicsonline.io.
I used to use that shit, but those ads that pop up, it's fucking terrible. You try to click the next page and you'll be on your phone is whatever. Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, don't do it on your phone. Do it on your computer and make sure you got ad blocker running tight. So that it takes a little workaround, but that's, I don't know. Listen, Larry Hama's with Skybound. They've got the compendium, the omnibuses coming out. I've got volume 1. If you weren't on the Kickstarter, volume 1 is out. You can get it on Amazon. Just type in Larry Hama. Volume 2 should be out in October, I think. And it's all the comics. But I also bought a Mad magazine, issue 101. So if that helps.
Wow. So is he still making G.I. Joe comics? He's still alive and all that stuff?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
He's doing conventions. He's got G.I. Joe kind of ended at 300. Larry Hama, Skybound brought him back. They're doing the Energon universe, which I've gotten a little bit into. I'm not as far along as True Starscreamer and a few other people want me to be, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to. I really, every time Mama comes out with a new issue of a Real American Hero, and I go back to that. But the Skybound's letting Larry do Larry, which has always been the only way to deal with Larry Hama. God damn it! I've got to tell you, I'm gonna have to look up his name.
Is he the one? Is Larry Hama the one that killed Snake Eyes in the comics? Because I know Snake Eyes was dead in IDW for a while.
Well, a lot of that, Larry may have been penciling it. He may have been writing it. I think he had some co-authors. But
What's up, Bobby?
I don't think that he had a lot of control over
the writing at that point, probably.
the writing.
Yeah.
Hold on. God, what is?
Oh, my camera works. That's good. Yeah, he died for a little bit, Talib. He was not alive. I think he came back. I don't know how, but him and Scarlet were a thing, and then he got killed on a mission or something. I know that happened. I just don't know who wrote it, what run it was. I think it was 90W. And Snake Eyes also has like scars all over his face too. So,
well, that was Larry. That's the original. Had scars on his face because of the original Larry Hama line. You had everything. I mean, how many hours do you want me to talk about this? I'll give you the whole breakdown.
We could do another stream talking about it.
I've read those comics so many times. I don't know why. Greenville? Why is this name not coming to my head? He was a friend of my grandfather's. He ran Marvel Comics for a while, and especially one of their adult variants. And when I met him, he had kind of introduced me to the Joe Kubert school, and we had talked to a few things, and he told me, he's like, listen, when you get to Marvel, find Larry Hama and don't believe a word that comes out of anybody else's mouth. So
So you've met Larry Hama?
No, I was supposed to meet him last year at Dallas Fort Worth, but I was kind of getting my head cut off, so I missed it. And this year I don't think he's going to make it. They have, if he does make it, they haven't announced it yet, but I'm hoping there's last minute, because
I hope you get to meet him, because it sounds like you really look up to him. So is he one of the reasons that you like drawing comics?
Oh yeah, G.I. Joe's probably one of the main. A lot of the Larry Hama did a lot of penciling, but the inking stuff like that, that was definitely what steered me from comic. Really, what got me started with a lot of that was Robotech. Drawing was, I really, the G.I. Joe kind of pushed me in that direction, but Robotech popped that cherry.
Robotech. Cool.
No, it was like Archie Goodwin. Oh my fucking God.
He got it, Archie. Everybody. He did it.
It's listen, the card catalog, it's not digitalized yet. I still just gotta flip through the Mind Palace, whatever.
It happens. I forget shit. I have a good memory, but even I forget shit sometimes.
Yeah. Archie Goodwin grew up in Gun Barrel City, Texas. Whoa. And my grandfather bought out a gun shop there, and the owner and Archie were good friends. And then Archie and my grandfather became good friends. And Archie was like, oh, look, little dumb kid who can draw. And we kind of communicated a little bit back and forth over the years. Yeah, Archie, good. God damn it.
Well, now you remembered it. At least we all know.
Yeah, it come to it. Yeah. So, yeah, Archie Goodwin, he's the one who told me, was like, listen, when because at the time, I don't know if Joe Kubert School still does this, but they used to guarantee internship after the first semester. So during your summer break, you would go intern at some comic, and preferably somewhere in the New York City area. And yeah, guns bringing people together.
Only in America.
America. And so Archie had told me, he was like, listen, I'm going to set it up. I'm going to make a few calls. When you finish your first semester at Kerbert, he says, you're going to go to Marvel. He says, and they're going to treat you like shit. But you're going to take it. You're going to do well. And I'm going to set you up. And he says, when you get there, you find Larry Hama and you don't believe a word that comes out of anybody else's mouth, because Larry is the only real person that works at Marvel. So whether that was opinion or fact, I one day hope to have a conversation face.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you meet him, you need to tell him this story. We almost worked together. Like, what?
Yeah, I think Archie Goodwin was. Everybody always talks about Jim Shooter's time at Marvel, and it's
Secret
definitely
Wars.
to be accredited. Oh,
Secret Wars.
Nick Fury.
Yeah.
I mean,
I love the Jim Shooter era. That's a lot of good shit. I wasn't even born yet, but I love that shit.
But Archie had some wins, and he's often overlooked. I could talk.
We'll have to have you on again just to talk about comics, because we barely touched the surface and we're almost to an hour. And I know there's some other live streams tonight, so I don't want to step on any toes. But
step. What are they going to do?
I just feel bad. I know Mikey. I think Mikey's going live tonight. I know. Is Mega Powers live tonight? It's Wednesday, right?
I know 3BOA, and then they have members after show, and then I believe I've been talked into doing a go to bed episode 11 tonight, so that will probably be somewhere around 10:30, 11 o'clock on Central, which is the Lord's time zone.
So like an hour later for me, I'll be asleep.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna buzz that phone. We'll get you up.
My girlfriend gets so mad at me. She's like, "Why the fuck are you up late?" I'm like, "Because everyone else is up late. This is when I have to do this shit during the week. I take a nap, I wake up, I go on stream or whatever, and I go back to sleep." You know, that's how I gotta live for now. But it's
my wife is just like, this old bastard's finally leaving me alone. Go play with your friends.
Yeah, exactly. That's what she should want. Whenever I'm around and we're talking, she's like, "You're annoying." I'm like, "Sorry, let me go work." No, don't do that. Girl, what do you want? What do you want?
Kidding. None of us sleep. Sleep when you're dead.
Yeah, exactly. That's the best time. I think yesterday, and my job's, I mean, yesterday was easy, but I think I slept like 4 hours. I did take a nap, so maybe like 6 hours total in between, because obviously I was on Figure Fight Club last night, which was fun. I was there the whole time. Usually I've been having to leave, but I was like, nope, I'm going to stay up. And I went to work 2:15. I got up at 2:15, went there at 4, went through the day. I got home and I was like, cool, I did it. It's not a big deal. I'm still young.
It was a fun episode last night.
It was nice to meet Jenna. She's really cool.
She's a hoot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was so funny watching her in live action, just get hooked on action figures. It's like, oh girl, you don't even know. You don't even know. We just did you a huge disservice.
Oh my God. And with what is that one? That's not Mythic Creations. That's the Obscura.
Figure Obscura, I think, with the Egyptian. Yeah, those are so cool. Like I said, Mezco Indiana Jones would look great with those accessories. Those are awesome.
She's got the two that I really wanted to. That I have really held off from any Four Horsemen or any, there's one Cosmic Legion I want, the Reicher that they based off of the Fisher Price Adventure People.
Yeah, he seems to be really popular. Abby says they're also mythic. So those are also mythic.
Yeah, they're all mythic. And they've been between Abby-ish and J-Mac and everybody else always like, oh yeah, these Mythic Legions, check them out. And I'm just like,
expensive.
No.
I have two Cosmic Legions. I'm good. If I see one on that I really want, I'll get it, but I'm not going all in. I see J-Mac. I see it. I'm like, no, I don't need that problem. I'm trying to get rid of shit.
Hey, that ATL 25 exclusive from the Jolanta. Damn it! See, look, he's doing it right there.
He's
It's what
pushing
he
his drums
does.
on you, trying to pedal
It's
it.
like, yeah, man.
What's up, True Star Screamer? How's it going?
Hey, you want some of that Mythic Legion? What you want?
You want to buy a watch? I got a watch for you. Avi, you're an
Hey,
enabler.
kids,
You're an
you
enabler.
want some of that Mythic Legion?
Oh my god. You picked the worst time to pop in though, because we're about to hop off Star Screamer. We've been going for an hour.
Always coming in at the end. Come on, man. Come on.
Well, I'll have him on here one time, and then you can come in at the end of the stream and be like, "Oh, hey,
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there 5 minutes early. Going, what's up? What you doing?"
Yeah, there you go. He'll be ahead of the stream. Oh God, Avi.
You know what? I should have listened to my little brother, who is a PhD in accounting, and I should have become a fucking accountant. Fuck these toys. Fuck all this shit. I wish I was good at math because
Fuck, I hate math. Fuck, I hate math. It's okay, True Star Screamer. We forgive you. You can always watch the replay. But I don't forgive you for not being a channel member yet.
Shit, that's what I don't forgive you for. That's the rule.
I'm giving up 4-H. Had too many issues lately for that price. I mean, if you're having issues and it's expensive, then it's probably time to take a break. I get that. Don't let Avi try to sell you any, Robert. Matt with 2 T's. What's up?
But Four Horsemen and Mythic Legions were the same, and now they're separate, right?
No, I think 4 Horsemen is the company and the sculptors that all work on Mythic Legion. So it's 4 Horsemen Studios is the owner of Mythic, I believe.
Okay. Well, aren't they just designed from the get-go to come apart? The swap and pop and swap, pop it. I don't know. Just pop it, lock it, spin it, beat it, slap it.
Pop it, twist it, turn it.
Yeah.
Justin Booth, member for 1 month. Thank you very much. I appreciate you being a rowdy rascal. Here we go. Let me see what I got here.
Baron von Yolo. Here's the deal. First, you are going to fetch me a scotch, and then I am going to dance. Dance floors are our speciality.
Your friend's wasted, Anakin.
Yo! Check this out!
Yo, check this out!
Smash! Thank you for being a channel member, Justin Booth. Oh, I try to make people laugh here. Oh,
you
man.
know, it's funny because right before, when I see, every time I think of JB, I think of Scotch. And so, yo, Baron von Yolo, you're going to get me a scotch and then I'm going to dance.
He said he's gonna. True Star Screamer said he's gonna find or send you a mythic once you find your address. He's just gonna send one to you and get you hooked.
We'll send you a Ted Kaczynski manifesto.
The key is I'm selling off my stock because I don't really collect them either unless they make Indian inspired stuff. Gotcha.
Man,
Makes sense.
That the figure obscuras, that is something else entirely. That Ganesh is beautiful. It is I don't care if the articulation is shit. I don't know anything about any of that. I haven't watched one review on it because I don't want to get my fifis hurt. But it's a beautiful figure. That Anubis is a beautiful. That Basset is a beautiful figure.
Paint and sculpt is amazing on all of the mythic stuff, like all of it. I don't have any problem with my Cosmic Legions, but I don't want to get something and have a problem with an expensive figure. So, and it's happened to me. But yeah, that Ganesha is beautiful.
My funds are just tied up now because I know nobody's listening to me. I've been saying for the minute all these tariffs dropped, this little 90-day whatever the fuck it is, I was like, you watch. I said, them pre-orders are about to start dropping. Check your bank accounts. Get your kids in school. You know, they're coming and they are dropping. Everybody is like, I'm getting this. This is showing up here. Reddit is holy crap. Them people in toy groups ain't posted this much since ever.
Look what's in stock on Big Bad Toy Store, and look what the retail price is now.
God, I want that missile
in stock.
Anybody out there who gets the maximum the maximum profit Hulk, I want that missile. Just hit me up. I don't want the figure. I just want that missile.
Maybe we could work something out because I got mine for $5.
Maybe
I could be parted with the missile.
4, 6. I need
How about
8
this?
of them. 8 of them.
If I get a head sculpt when I go to Maryland Toy Expo, I will send you the Hulk missile when I get it and the head sculpt, and you paint the head sculpt for me if I get one. Either way, I'll send you the missile. But if I find that'll be the price. And if I get one,
I have been known to paint.
Oh, I know. You do a great job painting. I was like, if I ever get a head sculpt, I'm gonna ask one person to paint it for me because it ain't gonna be me.
I still have the head of laser pants.
Bring me the head of laser pants.
It was mine.
Always a good time.
We didn't even get to talk about. Hey, listen, I need to plug my voice acting too. You can download She's My Girlfriend by the very fine director Derek Sean. You can download it anywhere fine podcasts are downloadable. She's My Girlfriend, and you get a special hey if you can figure out which voice is mine.
Oh, did you change your voice up for it, or does it sound like you?
How many voices you want? I got
I do voices too. I can do some voices. I can do hey everybody, Todd McFarlane here. Oh, Morty.
Just buy my toys. You buy my toys, and listen. Don't worry about all that the Spawn nonsense. It's coming. It's coming. You just buy my toys. We'll give you a shield. You want a shield? The kids like shield. We'll get.
Oh, jeez, Rick. I don't know if I trust this guy. Morty, just take the toy and shove it up your ass, Morty.
Man, my Rick and Morty suck.
I've been practicing for a long time. Another show that I love on Adult Swim is Metalocalypse. So I don't know if you've ever seen that. Hey, it's me, Nathan Explosion.
Have I ever seen that? Come on.
I'm Murderface. I play the bass for Death Clock. And I am Pickles the drummer. I plays the drums. And I'm Stokey Wartooth. And I am Squeakles, taller than the trees. There you go. There's my Death Clock.
You do. Listen, I came very close to tattooing in Old English across somebody's stomach. What's on not Nobody's Perfect, the Perfectly's Nerfic. Can't remember what it was now, but yeah, the Nobody's Perfect tattoo from anything Brendan Smalls does is
he's fantastic. He's great.
You should see him live.
I wish I could see Death Clock live. My God. Man. They did a Halloween show my senior year of high school, and I so regret not seeing it every time.
I used to do.
No, that wasn't Pickles. I'm Pickles, the drummer, man. How's it going?
I spent a lot of time. Listen, I'm going to tell you a lot of my stories. You would be amazed that because they took place in Virginia Beach.
Oh, shit. My hometown.
Yeah. I remember going to see Seven Mary 3 the last night of the Peppermint Beach Club right there on Atlantic Avenue. And I was one of like 5 people. We just sat with the band after the show because nobody showed up. Now it's now they tore it down. It's a Dairy Queen.
Oh, wow.
But Yeah, it's,
Yo, but nothing hits like the Dairy Queen on the boardwalk in Virginia Beach. You know, the one that you walk up to and you get the fucking cone. That shit hits hard.
That used to be a place called the Peppermint Beach Club. And it had
really? That one, the walk-up one? Oh, wow.
Yep, that's it.
Oh, see, I know where that is. Close to the Neptune statue. Virginia Beach is so different from when I grew up. It's a tourist trap now, which is fine because then I'll go visit it. You know.
Yeah, but that's when you just go. I mean, you had the paintball place. There's the dominoes that had the Noid painted. You know the big mural that has the whale.
Yeah.
I got to work on doing a retouch on that. I worked with a company for a bit.
Oh wow, that's really cool.
It was, I had a good time. Virginia Beach was always fun. You just go 2 blocks off, and that's where all the guys Joker's Head Shop. You and I talked about that the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I had at the time tattooing was illegal, and the only legal tattoo place was the Blue Horseshoe in Newport News, and so we had a piercing shop. They just it wasn't legal, but they had deregulated piercing, and it was a clusterfuck.
Oh my god, I can imagine.
Dude, they had, if you had any beach shop in Virginia Beach that had an extra bathroom, they were piercing minors' vaginal piercings.
Oh my god,
on a toilet seat, and so we ran a legitimate.
Don't do that, folks. Don't do that.
There was a guy who had a little Rasta shop, John Tucker, no relation. And he was like, yeah, well, I got a t-shirt shop over here and I want to put piercing in it. And I was like, okay, if we do this, we're going to do it right. It ain't going to be none of this, touristy beach shit. But you do piercings and 5 minutes later, they're going in the ocean. So it still was not a good idea.
Yeah, but, and people are like, "Oh, salt water." No, the ocean's dirty.
Oh yeah,
it's dirty.
Yeah. So
salt water is not the same as saline spray.
Do you know where the Cavern Club it was? I don't know if it's still there.
No, but I remember playing in my old band at the 730 Club. I don't remember if that's what it was called. No, it wasn't 730. It was.
Was that one of the BYOB clubs?
Yeah, it was a smaller one. It was in the middle of nowhere. There's a lot of hardcore shows.
For those who don't know, Virginia has what's called, especially Virginia Beach area that I knew of, used to have what was called BYOB clubs because they had a curfew for when you had to go buy your liquor at the state-run liquor store.
ABC stores, we still
Gestapo booze. That's what we used to call it. And so after the cutoff time, you couldn't buy booze at any club, but you had what was called bring your own beer clubs. And it was this club, and all the alcohol you could bring with you, you could still consume. So they charge you $20 at the door, and you go up there with a fucking igloo and just get fucked up.
How do you get home?
Yeah, who cares? No, it's Virginia. Nobody cares. You sleep on the beach.
Yeah. What's up, Casual Toy Collector? Kaiju wanted to know if you were thinking of Perfect Hair Forever.
Oh, that's Perfect Hair Forever. In what context?
When you were trying to search for the name of that thing that you. It was a couple minutes ago.
When Archie Goodwin's name?
No, I forget what we were talking about. It was like 5 minutes ago, and I kept it up.
We were talking about Adult Swim. No, I was talking about on Metalocalypse. Now, see, I got Archie Goodwin's name back. I lost another one. Not Pickles, buddy. The meat got the big brown hair. Murder face. He's got a tattoo across his stomach that says "Nobody's Murfict" or something like that.
Yeah.
That was.
I love Murder
Forever is say very slowly, "I am the Sofa King."
Sofa King what?
I'm not gonna finish that.
Sofa King what? What do you mean I took? What do you mean I took Rhea Ripley? What happened? I don't know. You mean the match that I had with her that I lost, which wasn't really a loss in my opinion? I let
Listen,
mommy.
AFA. I'm a visual artist, so when you describe things to me, it shows up in realistic detail in my head. So when you talk about Rowdy taking, don't, yeah. Anyway, there you go.
It'd probably be the
Go
other way
Rowdy.
around, but you know,
Go Rowdy.
It's funny. My girlfriend's name is Rhea, so sometimes I call her Rhea Ripley. And she's like, "That's not me." I'm like, "It could be. It could be. It's called role playing."
Let me
folks.
show you something.
Oh, and it's Mrs. Figure Fight Club's birthday, so happy birthday to her.
Hold on. I think I got you want some
There you go. Air horn. Happy birthday, Mrs. Figure Fight Club. All right, well, we went way over an hour.
Mrs. Figure Fight Club. Happy.
Wait, I have a wrestling faction? When did that happen?
Oh yeah, you're boss. Boss bitch, go.
When did I miss something?
If
I
you
miss
miss one episode, you're already a week. You're 2 weeks.
Well, I saw the Sunday Slam where I fucking lost, and how the hell did I lose in a Hell in a Cell? How did I lose in a Hell in a Cell? We're talking about Legend Series YouTube, by the way. So if you want to know what we're talking about,
LSWA.
I
should check it. Listen, I'm gonna say, me and Ken's Toys are wrestling partners.
Mm-hmm.
We are the Blackjacks, and we slap, and we got robbed because J-Mac and Abby paid off the ref, and it.
Are you sure they weren't grabbing some wieners? Like
yeah, probably. Yeah, they are wiener grabbers.
Wiener grabbers. Can we say that on my channel? Yes, we could say that. I give us permission. But yeah, LSWA is a good time. So if you're wondering what we're talking about, and if you've wanted to be a wrestler, like I used to want to, I still want to do it. Fuck it. You can be a digital wrestler if you go and sign up for Legend Series membership and say, "Hey, I want to be a wrestler." And he will make your character in WWE 2K25. And before you know it, you'll be power slamming, suplexing people left and right. It's a lot of fun.
Slapped by the Fez, because the Fez does not come off.
And you know, it's crazy. Abby had 2 titles, and then he walked out with no titles. I think Jeff stripped him.
What?
You didn't see that on Sunday last week that Jeff had a title match right before the Hell in a Cell?
I was so sick last
Jeff
weekend.
whooped him.
I don't know. I don't even remember what my name was.
Oh God. Well, we're glad you're feeling better. All right. Well, let me know. Did I miss, Kyle? Let me know for real. Did I miss something? I'll go skipping through it after this if I did. But yeah, like I said, I walked into LSWA by myself. I started showing what I got, and everyone's like, "Oh, we want Rowdy Riles." It's like, no. Rowdy Riles chooses who she wants. That's how it goes, and that's why I chose Max tonight. All right, Max, plug yourself. Let everyone know, because we're gonna hop out of here.
Tucker, find somebody worth watching, because I don't want to have to work for this shit. But if you're bored, or you just hit that blunt a little too hard, insert name here, 5 o'clock Central Time, the Lord's time zone.
Tomorrow.
Every Thursday. And tomorrow I got a good show, because I'm going to open the toy that Rowdy didn't get.
Well, I got a $5 Max Hulk, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, you $5 Max. I got 5 on it. But I'm also going to be talking about modern toys, asterisk, and so we're going to get pretty in depth with that, and I don't care whose channel I talk over. So y'all need to start working around my schedule. I also do go to bed. It pops up occasionally when it's needed, and it's basically like I said before, the after show of all your favorite after shows. And when I feel that commentary didn't go far enough, or the chat didn't get to have their say and want to get more involved in what was discussed in one of your favorite shows, I'll throw up a go to bed and literally throw up a go to bed. And we'll.
Hey, I love the thumbnails though. They're great.
Yeah.
You do them yourself. They're awesome.
Yeah. I also do commission artwork. I do voice acting. I got some other shit that I do. But,
you do a lot of shit, Max. It's okay.
I sell antiques. I do appraisals. No tattoo history, toy history. Fuck, man. See, y'all are making me work now. Stop
I
it.
told you I was going to ask you questions. It wasn't just going to be a let's shoot the shit. No, I'm putting you in the hot seat. That's what happens when someone comes on.
Barbara, I didn't want to buy that.
Thank you, Leia. We appreciate you showing up. All right, we're gonna hop off of here. I am so hungry. I haven't eaten since breakfast. I know Max has.
Get you some of that Red Baron.
Yeah, there's frozen pizza. I may heat one up really quick before I go back, take a power nap maybe, and try to hop on to, because Max is going live tonight. Kyle, he's doing go to sleep or go to bed.
Go to bed
after Laser Pants 3 POA. So, all right. Y'all stick around for my outro. It's really funny. It's 2 minutes long, but it's worth it. I promise. Subscribe to Max if you're on the replay and you're seeing him for the first time. Hit that subscribe button. It's linked in the description. Make sure you become a channel member here before May 31st so that you can see the displaying model behavior interview.
Frankie!
Make sure. Oh yeah, Frankie's here. Man, we got some cool people popping in at the end. We had Sarge Collects popping in and Frankie. Frankie, you showed up so late. We even stayed 22 minutes extra. Come on. I posted Instagram notifications. Catch the replay. I'm sorry. And check out if you're a channel member, also check out my interview that I did with Frankie. It was a lot of fun. It was great. So do all that stuff.
That was a great show.
It's always a great show when I'm the host interviewing people. Not to toot my own horn, but I do my best. All right, y'all. You're free. We released you. We got stuff to do. I love y'all. I'll see you next time. Play us out, Max.
Fuck off.
Part 2 D2 guys.
Thank you, Magic Trash Can. What's up, dog? What?
I'm a computer.
What?
Ah! Why do you awaken me without skin? No. Ah!
All it. Enjoy. It's like God's vagina.
Oh. Pork chop sandwiches. Oh shit! Get the fuck out of here! What are you doing? Go! Get the fuck out of here, you stupid idiot! Fuck, we're all dead! Get the fuck out!
What the fuck? What the fuck? You're relieved you don't have to go to work because you thought you were gonna get eaten? What the fuck is this world? What have they done to us? What did they do to us? Too much fucking shit on me, I can't breathe. Why?
$1 million.
55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 tacos, 55 fries, 55 Coke, 100 tater tots, 100 pizzas, 100 tenders, 100 meatballs, 100 coffees, 55 wings, 55 steaks, 55 pancakes, 55 pasta, 55 peppers, and 155 taters.